Hello again, everyone. Today I want to talk about suicide. Now, suicide is one of those topics that can make, or in fact, does make a lot of people feel uncomfortable to talk about. Now, before we start, I do want to say that if you are having, or if you are under immediate risk of having suicide, please call Lifeline. Their number is 131114. They are available 24/7, and you can talk them through your thoughts. You can talk them through you can talk through with them what's on your mind. Now, the reason that I am doing this video is I've had a few clients come through that have had suicidal ideations. They've had suicidal thoughts, and I wanted to shed some light on this. So if right now you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you have no purpose to live, no reason to live, if you feel like you're a burden on society, on a burden to yourself, then this video is for you. Then this time, this space is just for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly talk about some of the reasons why you might feeling that way, and I'd like to normalize it so that you know that you're not alone in these feelings. In fact, about 20% of Australians between the age of 16 and 85 have had serious suicidal thoughts. Okay, so that's about 3.5 million people around Australia have had suicidal thoughts. Okay, so it's a lot more common than you may think. So you are not on this journey alone. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go over I'm going to talk about some strategies that you can use if you are feeling suicidal in the moment. Okay. So with that said, let's get started. So once again, I have my trusted whiteboard here. I'm just going to shift over a bit. Okay, now let's talk about two of the main reasons why you might be feeling suicidal. Now, obviously, there's the emotional bit. You might feel like you're a burden to others. You might just there's no point in living those thoughts. But where do those thoughts come from? The first thing to consider is that you might have a physical condition that you're not aware of that is contributing to these thoughts. Okay, thyroid problems, for example, can contribute to suicidal thoughts because it screws around with your hormones. Lack of vitamin D is another example. So if you are feeling suicidal thoughts, going through severe depression and suicidal ideations, first point of call is talk to your GP, talk to your doctor, get them to do a blood test. Okay, because if they can do a blood test, they might find some abnormalities. They might be able to find something in you that you may not even be aware of. I've had clients come through my office who have been feeling fine, and then all of a sudden have just feel really, really depressed, anxious, loss of purpose, to the point of feeling suicidal. Okay, and I got them to talk to their GP. Their GP was able to help them, was able to give them some medication, and they started to feel better. Okay, even just supplementing with some additional vitamins can also help with you cope with these thoughts. Okay, they can change the physiology of your body to help alleviate this thought of hopelessness. Okay, now that's not to say that that's the case for everyone. All right, life, obviously. Okay, loss of something important. Okay, so for example, a loss of income, a loss of health, losing someone that you love. Okay, these can contribute to suicidal ideations, to severe depression. Okay, you might feel like you're a burden to someone. Okay, you feel feelings of hopelessness, like you've tried everything and there is nothing you can do. You're a burden to other people. Okay, it's just easier if you're not here on these other people. Okay, so these are reasons why you might be feeling the way that you're feeling. You might be in a lot of pain, emotional, physical pain, and you just want the pain to stop. Okay, and you think that suicide is the way to make the pain to stop. Okay? Remember, suicidal thoughts can pass. Give yourself permission to feel lost. There is nothing wrong with feeling lost. But also give yourself permission to be found. There is nothing wrong with being found. And the solution to whatever it is you're going through may not be present at this precise moment. And ending your life might seem like the only thing that you can do. But there is always another solution, even if you can't see it right now. So what can you do? Okay, if you are feeling suicidal right now, what can you do? First thing is call Lifeline if you're in Australia. If you're overseas, if you're in another country, look for support networks in your or crisis hotlines in your area and call them immediately. Okay? So the number for Lifeline here in Australia is 131114 13 11 14. And as I said, these are trained people, trained professionals, available 24/7, completely free, available to you so that you can talk to someone immediately. Okay? Talk to someone. Talk to a counselor. Talk to a psychologist. Talk to your GP. As I mentioned before, talk to your GP. Your GP can actually give you some medication to help you with the immediate crisis, to help you be able to manage your emotions better. They can also put together a mental health plan, and with a mental health care plan, it opens up support to you to help you manage your suicide, to help you manage the circumstances that are currently feeling overwhelming for you. Okay, so talk to your GP. They will help you be able to manage your, or give you a plan to help you manage your depression, your feeling of hopelessness. Make a suicide safety plan. Okay, so what this is basically a plan that you carry around with you, a safety plan that you carry around with you. Some people call it a crisis plan, but I like to call it a safety plan. It has a nice annotation to it. And what this is, it's basically a card or a piece of paper that you carry around with you all the time. And on that, you have your emergency contacts. So you'll have Lifeline on there as number one. You'll have friends and family that you trust that are aware of your situation that you can call immediately. Obviously, 000. If you're seeing a psychologist or a counsellor, you'll have their number on there and your GP's number. It will also include activities that you can do to calm yourself down, to feel better. Okay? It's a reminder that, because when you're feeling, you might not be thinking, what can you do? So this is a reminder of what you can do to help feel better. And you can even use trigger words. For example, listening to a certain genre of music might help you feel better. So write that down. Eminem, just pulling a name out there. Ed Sheeran, whoever. Okay? Or read a book, or whatever calms you down, whatever helps you get back into that space, away from that urge to suicide. Write that down. Write mantras for yourself. It will also include a mantra. I am worthy and I am capable. I have a full life ahead of me. Whatever it is. These are just examples. Okay, you'll be able to work with your health professional to come up with this. You can have a look online. You can have a look on YouTube. There are plenty of resources out there. Find other people in your situation and see what they're doing. Okay, because there are plenty of people out there who have been to the brink of burden where they feel like they have absolutely no reason to live, yet they have found a glimmer of light and they have found something to pull them out of that. Find out what they did. Connect with them. Your suicide safety plan will also include reasons to live. And these might be family, friends, whatever. Be a pet, be your work. Okay? Whatever your reason to live is, write it down. A reason to live, something that's of value to you. Number 4, make your home safe. So this includes things like throwing away pills, okay? Throwing away drugs and alcohol. Get them out of your home. You don't need them. Okay, so make your home safe. Okay, anything that can be present as a tool for you to suicide, get rid of it. Get it out of your home. Make your home safe. Controlled pain. Okay, so this is also known as controlled self-harm, and this is things like have an ice bath or a cold bath or a cold shower. Hold ice cubes in your hands or put ice cubes on your skin until it melts. Okay, and feel the sensation of that. What you're doing is you're helping to reset your nervous system. What that does is it helps give you an influx of managing things like of oxytocin, dopamine, and helping to release those feel-good chemicals. Okay, so a controlled pain. Okay, do that. Steady your breathing. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to steady your breathing. Long breath in, longer breath out. The reason why you want the longer breath out is because you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, that actually helps you to calm down, to feel better. Okay, so breathing. Go outside. Get some sun on you. Or if it's nighttime, go for a walk under the stars. If it's raining, don't even take an umbrella. Go for a walk in the rain. Okay, go outside. Go for a walk. Remember, suicidal thoughts can pass. Give yourself permission to feel lost, but also give yourself permission to be found. And you can even include that as a mantra on your safety plan. I give myself permission to be lost, but I also give myself permission to be found. If you're feeling down at the moment, okay, feeling down, feeling depressed is actually very normal. It's very normal for all of us. Most people, in fact, everyone in this world goes through depression. But there is actually a difference between depression and suicide. Okay, suicidal thoughts tend to be more feeling like a burden to others, feeling like there's hopelessness, whereas depression is more you don't know what to do. Okay, so depression can certainly lead to suicide. Chronic depression can lead to suicide, but it's important to understand that not everyone who is depressed is suicidal. Okay, the reason I say that is because if you know someone as well, if you know someone who is depressed and you're worried that they're suicidal, they may not be. But what you can do is if you are worried about someone, so this is more geared towards people who think they know someone who is suicidal, is ask them about it. There is nothing wrong. In fact, there's plenty of evidence, there's very strong evidence out there which has shown that asking someone if they are suicidal, just normalizing it, is not going to plant the seed into someone's head. Okay, if someone is suicidal, the seed's well planted before you even ask them. In fact, the opposite happens. If you ask someone Are you suicidal? Are you thinking of killing yourself? That can actually help alleviate the urge to suicide, because that person feels heard. Okay, so for those of you who feel like you know someone who is feeling suicidal, ask them about it. Ask them about it. Give them the tools that I've presented in this video. Use this as a resource. Okay, there's plenty of other resources out there on YouTube, on the internet. Talk to your GP, talk to another counselor, psychologist. Ask them about suicide. Okay. So, for those of you that are feeling suicidal, remember, suicidal thoughts can pass. Give yourself permission to feel lost, but also give yourself permission to be found. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. Please pass this on to anyone that you think could benefit from it. If you want to talk to me personally, you're welcome to contact me. My contact details are on my website, www.alexrodriguez.com.au. And I certainly hope that you found this at least helpful. Okay, I hope that you found it helpful. I hope you found it beneficial. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.